Hi, this is Henry Chamberlain and welcome to our current video blog. I want to talk about the BOMA voice. I've gotten to spend the last 4 or 5 months on the road off and on, making C-suite visits. We're going to the corporate headquarters, talking about what BOMA's impact is on the marketplace. And we've been in New York and Boston, Dallas, we're going out to San Francisco. But we really want to talk about the value of this organization to them as they're looking at their investments and at their portfolio. And it's things like legislative. On the federal level, we talk about taxes and leasehold depreciation and the impact we have there. And then you throw in carried interest, capital gains. You throw in other issues like FERPTA and TRIA and the energy bill. On the federal level, we're doing a lot of tangible things. On the state level, local associations are doing a lot of things, fighting fees and local taxes and user fees of all sorts of different varieties and other issues around reporting of energy data and all the rest. A lot going on. And then you layer on the building codes, what we're doing on the federal level in terms of the codes and the savings, what you're doing in terms of how they're being interpreted in the states. But when you look at just last year's cycle of $2.50 a foot, even if you just take 10% of that, you're still saving 25 cents per foot. Do the math. Leasehold depreciation, $350 million nationwide. Really impactful stuff that we're doing. And then you look at the training and companies looking to fill slots around their networks, around their companies, and they're asking the local associations to identify talent. You're looking at benchmarking performance, things like the Experience Exchange Report. If your building's underperforming, you can ask at your business network the next monthly luncheon, how did you save money? How are you more efficient than we are? And learn from each other because of this learning laboratory. And then for the folks participating in programs like BOMA 360, you look at the benchmarking when you look at it against CoStar, or you look at it with the Kingsley studies. There's a tangible delta in terms of the added value, not only the things that happens for the management team in terms of how they're operating. And then you take our international platform is growing. Well, we're also doing introduction of the international capital as it comes to the United States and North America for that matter. There's a lot of value in this network. And what they all say to us is, that's terrific, what a menu, we really appreciate the investment we're making, and maybe we need to get closer to BOMA. But they also say that our members in the field, the managers in all these cities, they're not telling that story when they have the chance, when you're presenting budgets, when you're problem solving, when the owners are on site. Very rarely do BOMA members talk about the tangible impact, their membership, their participation, the things that we're doing collaboratively between the locals of BOMA International are inuring to the bottom lines, driving net operating income into those businesses. I want to empower you to say those things. Talk about what BOMA is doing for your companies. Talk about lessons you've learned, things you were trained to do, things that are creating value, money you saved, and how you're driving value down to the bottom line as you're accomplishing the business goals for your company in your cities, with your buildings, in the things in your charge. It's a story that resonates in the C-suite. They like to hear those stories. It would really help us if we all told that story from the grassroots up, through the local associations, and then from national on down. BOMA does things as a business partner, as a strategic partner, that other groups don't do. But we've got to tell that story. And in an age when people aren't reading everything that comes to them, and neither are you, we need to tell that story and personalize it. And it's got a lot of power. So use that voice and talk about BOMA. Thank you.